Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
You know, Peter, sometimes it's just nice to draw attention to unheralded players, and Sergi, for me, fits the bill perfectly. I think he's a model of consistency and durability at fullback, ruggedly effective and always a hefty work rate. Always good to watch.
Yeah, boy, he clocks up the miles in every game.
One of the game's 100%ers.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Put it! Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Neymar. And here's Neymar.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Neymar. Rijkaard. Gattuso. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides.
He's one-on-one! Shot at goal! Goal! Spain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that was vital. Oh, that pass isn't the best. This might spell danger. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gattuso spots it and intercepts. And back to the goalkeeper. That has been slung wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's gone for goal! Too close for comfort. No, he's had it taken off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a cute ball. Floated through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Neymar. Nice looking ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Decent chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
And here's Messi. Tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. Pepe. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Neymar! And Czech pulls off a sensational save.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's found a way through. There's the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. Spain are looking to go forward now. Sergi promptly onto that, and that is that. Sergi is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Drogba. Might be danger here. A lot of space ahead of him. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Eto'o. And it's Rui Costa. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Now it's Messi. Chance here to counter. He is through here. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable. He gets big! And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Spain certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Spain in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are back on the way. Rui Costa. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. And this is Drogba. It's a goal kick. Mbappe chasing after it. Pull it. That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. Van Bouten. Messi. Gattuso. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Rui Costa. Well, that's beautifully weighted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Rui Costa goes steaming forward. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Oh, cracking. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Spain awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's just beyond his reach. Pull it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe!
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Abbiati looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
A case now of complete control. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Messi. Gerrard. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! A whisker away from making it 4.
Spain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner number 3 coming up. Abbiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rui Costa. Pull it. Eto'o. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's forced to go back. It's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that has not gone well. Neymar, and he's onside. Climbs up big. He scores! And they are right back within touch. Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from him? And he shoots! Mbappe! Irrepressible! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are cruising away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners.
He's one-on-one, real chance! Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. And that has been cut short. Threads one in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of men against boys. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Drogba gets flagged offside. Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, maybe a touch of cramp, Peter. Hopefully nothing more serious than that.
Well, it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. And time is up. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe reflecting on... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the dynamic Carval is someone I like looking out for because he just has a lovely energy to what he does. Always adventurous. He'll be making those runs continually throughout the game and still looking to get back in position. And when he gets in a crossing position, believe me, he can deliver.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And this... And Cruyff! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And here's Mbappe. Messi. Cruyff. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Messi. Nicely shaped ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos. Platini looking to get on the end of this. Van Bouten gets it away. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a promising position. Mbappe! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's in plenty of space here. And he's in on goal. He's found a way through. Swings in across. And he's taking no chances there. Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. So it is still 0-0. Beckenbauer. Carvajal. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Platini. Can he get on the end of this? Platini puts the ball in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And here's Lampard. And it's made its way to him. Cross into the box. And that has been knocked clear. Knocks it out wide. And it's Carvajal. Played towards the other side. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? 15 minutes till half-time. Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. Carvajal. And it's Lampard. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram with the clearance. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. A probing pass. Out of play for a goal kick. And he opts to go forward. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Drogba. Gerrard knocks it into space. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nicely weighted ball. Searching pass he's played there. Flashes it across. Pass somewhat off target. Beckenbauer. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. Now it's Platini. Played in by... Header! And it's come back out to him. They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Corner number 2 then. Rui Costa tries to clear. Ball driven towards the far post. Van Bouten getting this one clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Now this could be a chance. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking for the run. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Drogba. Can he get it through? And this is Drogba. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back.
He's had a shot! No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, important interception. Cruyff. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Otto. Spain looking to pass their way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Referee's given a throw. And it's Gattuso. And here's Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Maldini. And the cross comes in. Tries to get it clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Beckenbauer. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van Bouten can get it clear. As crossed. There's the header! And he's heaved it away. Otto promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. And here's Platini. Great vision. And here's Platini. Roberto Carlos. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Platini.
This is the time you need that pace.
Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header. Oh, it's fallen loose again. That's a half-decent try.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Now it's Platini. And it's Michel Platini. Spain still ahead by the game's only goal. Threads one in. And they've got rid. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Here comes the cross. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nicely spread. Now, can they get him away? Platini is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe voted man of the match and deservedly. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. In by Gullit. Cleared away. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And there's a searching pass. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira. Now he's got space here. Floated through. Oh, good take in a good area. Gerrard. No lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe gets into a good position. It's a goal kick. Rui Costa, a lot of space. Can he finish? Goal, Spain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gattuso with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Vieira. Played into space. Beckham.
Well played and well cleared.
And it's Gullit. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Succumbs to the pressure. Gattuso. Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Inter Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
It's a loose ball. Just off target.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance! That's another chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
He's on it, can he get away? Gerrard. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And it's Gerrard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Van Bouten gets a foot in here. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Now he's off and running. Gattuso. Messi. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Passes short and sharp. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Cruyff. A probing pass. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, a delicate chip through. No, it's come to nothing. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Mbappe. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Spain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Spain leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Gattuso. Ibrahimovic might just make this. He's through, now is he in? On it! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Bullet certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Cruyff threads one in, plays a sharp little ball here, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Puskas.
There they go, hunting again.
And it's Neymar. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's going to go a long way. Pirlo, the regular corner taker. Van Bouten tries to clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Mbappe. Spain looking to pass their way through. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thuram goes steaming forward. Maldini. Nicely shaped ball. Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Spain still have the cards to affect this game. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mbappe going about things with real menace. Just about up to 75 minutes. Eto'o. Gerrard. Toure gets across and deals with it. That's beautifully weighted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Thuram makes the interception.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a lovely, neat pass. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That's a lovely, neat pass. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Messi picks it up out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. I think we're just about done here. Tries to thread one through. And that pass just didn't quite work. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that is that. Spain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Besiktas have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Closing in on goal. And it's made its way to him. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Early ball out from the back. Oh, easy pickings there. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lizarazu tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication. Hernes, that is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cruyff. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No way through. Big chance! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, no joy this time. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Lizarazu is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to get it clear. Gattuso. It's a chance for Spain to break. Now it's Rui Costa. And this is Bale. Delivers the ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Damn it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cannavaro getting this one clear. And it's Cruyff. Now that's well seen too. Gattuso. Good ball, good take.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and they're simply...
Goes for a shot! Goal, Spain!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lizarazu looking to run onto it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Bale. Thinks about the shot. Cruyff.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Ibrahimovic. Maldini clears it away. This possibly the last play of the half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Spain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Spain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Spain carrying a 1-goal lead. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Bale. He's in a great position here. Over to the left. Aimed it. Climbs up big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Davids has a look and plays it forward. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Bale. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. Maldini. Hernus in acres of space out wide. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Besiktas can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Besiktas really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gattuso gives no quarter whatsoever.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good ball! Looking to play him in. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Davids. And the counter is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well read, nice interception. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This looks promising. And he can clear it away. That'll be a throw.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 22, Rui Costa. Number 24, Johan Cruyff. Number 13, Bale. Coming on the field, number 23.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, right place, right time. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Spain presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. Takes a shot! No mistake! And what a climax we have here! That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Besiktas give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Driven forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mbappe, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And we're done. Spain pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Spain definitely
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined.
Oh, he's taken it. Rui Costa. Can he get it through? Rui Costa. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's bustling through. Can he finish? That is special! Gareth Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Odo. And here's Mbappe. Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. And here's the chance to counter. Eto'o has it in a wide position. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rui Costa. And it's Gattuso. Quarter of an hour played. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Now it's Rui Costa. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
He's gone for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Gerrard. Now it's Puskas. Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Rui Costa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rui Costa certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That's headed upfield. Odo. Rui Costa. Looking for options for movement. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. He gets big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Looking to play him in. That's a good ball out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good ball. Now can he find a chance for a shot? Goal! Galatasaray! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Galatasaray get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Out towards the flank. Looking to go deep. And that should get the job done.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Rui Costa received... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Crosses it in here. Rui Costa. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the action is back underway.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two.
There's the shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Mateus could move up a gear here. Gattuso gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Mbappe. That's very neat. And it's Gerrard. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Knocks it into space. No way through, so back it comes. Spain can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he finish? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he was alert to it.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance, surely! In towards the back stick. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe tries to play it through, and it's been played through. Cruyff! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cruyff made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind a defence.
Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Otto gets rid without sophistication. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Rui Costa. He's found a way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Galatasaray are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rui Costa! In he goes again! Goal! Galatasaray! And they're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And yes, it's him again!
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 13.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Coming on the field, number 19, Rudiger. Number 17.
Galatasaray have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 25, Pele. Substitutions taking place.
And this is shot at goal! And that's really well manoeuvred.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. A probing pass. It's played through for him. Lovely feet. Chooses to go back. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Galatasaray have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort! And with that, the final whistle. Spain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku. His physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And here's Doku. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Spain finding their passes. Vitinha. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rui Costa. All perfectly measured that. Roberto Carlos. Spain still without a single shot on target. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Aimed beyond the defence. Played out towards the right wing. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. And it's Gattuso. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Seedorf. Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we have our very first corner. Thuram does well to stand firm and defend it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Gerrard providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, well played. Nedved. Now it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. That's tidy. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked out brilliantly. Nicely weighted ball. Cleared without hesitation. Now he's off and running. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Otto kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Batistuta. Maldini cuts it out. Looking for the run. Mbappe. And this is Gerrard. And he's cut it out. Seedorf. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. He's picked his way through. Batistuta looking to penetrate opposition lines. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Tries to thread one through, and across. It's a mighty effort! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Searching pass he's played there. Great ball if he can get there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Otto. Messi gets into some space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Gattuso.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Galatasaray are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Lam. Costa Curta. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a fine ball. Thuram getting this one clear. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Now it's Doku. Seedorf. He shifted it to the flank. Looking to go deep. Heads it again, but still no joy.
Galatasaray really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
That is a brilliant interception. Thuram gets it clear. Seedorf tries to play it through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Thuram. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Vitinha. And it's Lampard. Played for Lampard. Vitinha. Now it's Doku. Roberto Carlos. Doku. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to clear it. Doku. And that has found him in acres of space. He's having a shot! Hullet gets flagged offside.
Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Ruben Dias. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spain desperately searching for the winner here. There's the delivery. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have our breakthrough.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It could be in here. Oh, super ball. Lampard. Spain close now to seeing this one through to the end. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Beckham getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Jordan Henderson, Ruben Diaz promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense, boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, where can I start? There's so much to admire in this team and how they went about things, very tidy and yet retaining all the necessary battling qualities you want from a team.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.